So when I first wrote Through Confusion back in 2022, I had the first song written already in my mind, and it was written way before I started Relentless Pursuit. I had copyrighted the first one, actually officially copyrighted, and but not the first melody I had written. In my mind was it was a love letter from God to humanity, I guess you could say. And the first single, Flamboyant Intoxication, which I heard was rather flamboyant title for a song. I honestly don't know how I came up with that title. It just, two random words that entered my mind. And yeah, Self-Hate the Devil, that's the one I'm gonna play snippet for you all. So you can kind of get the idea of the sound, how it's changed over the years. Yeah, that song is battling your inner demons and coming to terms with your reality. You're supposed to be able to see like light at the end of the tunnel on this album, basically.
In my own despair, and in my own faults and flaws, now I only to redeem myself and you. I was told self-integrated enemy, nothing to believe. If it was selfish and untouchable, then self would win.
Next effort, Upward We March. That was the first album I had over half the album professionally mixed and mastered by somebody else entirely. And yeah, that was an expensive effort to make because I didn't know how to really mix and master the right way at the time. So I wanted it to sound better than the first effort, which Through Confusion came out really rough. I mean, it was a rough sound, I'll admit. And the quality wasn't that good. So I feel like this was a little bit of a step forward. To Persevere is my personal favorite song on that album. And yeah, there's a snippet of that.
Save me from myself and this world, tearing at the seams. It's a matter of time before I can stop, become alive, a shattered place. Are you willing to persevere? Tragedy shakes on very foundation.
next record, Promising Creation, it was kind of a concept album, but not all the way. It was a very spiritual record, probably the more spiritual one of the ones I've done. It just talked more about personal struggles and depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. And the song Save Me, which I'll play a snippet of, I tried to convey a powerful message to people through that song. Album, definitely a concept record, Mechanisms of Destruction. First single off the album, Nirmata. Nirmata is the Sanskrit term for a creator, which I reference to God Almighty. And yeah, it's basically a human who's bathed himself in sin, and he's looking to atone for it and to make amends. And he's trying to create a new start for himself. And the whole record's basically is a post-apocalyptic world, and that AI is taking over everything. It's taking the place of humanity, basically, and it's wiping out entire civilizations. And by the end, this guy's a wanderer. He's in the desert or wherever, he's wandering all over the world trying to survive. And he feels like the only hope he has is in God. But he also doubts at the same time, what is my existence? Why is my existence even here? I mean, what is my purpose in life? And I tried to write a story for that record that people could kind of relate to, and the fear of AI, yeah, that came out okay, considering I pretty much did that mixed and mastered album myself. I feel like it was a personal step forward in the right direction.
I was created in the image of you.
So the next record was actually the first thing I did using Suno AI for the instrumentation, and it was called To Fears to Live EP. It's the only EP I've ever worked on, and all the vocals were organic. I mean, I did those myself, wrote the lyrics. Music was done entirely by Suno AI, and the album wasn't really a concept record. It was, I mean, you could listen to any one of those songs individually, and it would have more of a praise and worship metal type feel to it, you know. But yeah. Next album, the fifth one, Ascension, was the second project I worked on with using Suno AI. And yes, a couple of the melodies on the album I co-wrote with Suno AI. I basically played the piano and uploaded it to the server, and it came out with improvised on those melodies, you know. And yeah, most of the record, the instrumentation, music was done by Suno AI. And I came out before about that. And just to be completely honest, it sounds kind of AI generated in a way, but vocals, of course, I did all those, you know, myself. And yeah, it was technically part one in the Revelation concept story.
Will there be another chance to set things right? Set things right! Here am I lost in eternal separation. And now ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
This next one, the upcoming album, Apocalypsis, is the first album I've done since Mechanisms of Destruction. I did everything myself, and it was all organically done. There's one little brief snippet on Ludicrum, the interlude, where you hear a voice talking. It's not mine, it's actually an AI-generated voice. But other than that, everything else, I wrote the lyrics, music, played everything myself. Yeah. New album, Apocalypsis, comes out August 15th. Can't wait to release it and share it with y'all. Hope y'all like it. Thank you, everyone who listens to my music. And God bless. Thank you.